Hello guys, what's up? This is Kong and I'm back again. Today I'm going to be doing another movie review for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungles. I would say this would be I guess not a sequel, but a reimagine of the first movie. I guess that's how I would look at it. But anyway, despite of that, I'm going to talk about the pros and the con. The pro is that Jack Black, Kevin Hart, they are funny. They're funny. Really, I enjoy their presence, their jokes, their acting is humor. I didn't really expect that to find that kind of level of funniness in this movie. I thought there was going to be more action. It wasn't. It was a lot more of the jokes and the characters. The Jumanji is like an actual video game with live. You know how in game you have goal, objective, you have levels, and you have lives. And I like that they sort of take that from traditional video game and incorporate it in a movie. I thought that was cool. I thought that was interesting that they actually take something from other industry. The NPC are funny, how they keep repeating the same thing over and over, even though you know it's the actors. But it's like a video game. You know, these NPC, they don't deviate from their their dialogue or what they were programmed to say. I like that this movie really, I guess, tried to put the effort on teamwork, that we all have a role to play in the Jumanji world. That there's a role, we all have a role, we all have weakness, except for The Rock. He had no weakness. And Kevin's hard weakness was the cake. So it was, in itself was funny. In itself, it was it required that you work in a team. So the con. Now let's talk about the con. The main villain in this movie is really weak. He's kind of in the background of all of this. He's not in the movie. He's not controlling the movement of the character, a main character. He's not moving the pieces and parts. He's not. He's just in the background. You actually don't care about him or want him to be a villain. He was just, to me, feel like he was just another person that they put there, labeled the villain. That's all he was. The action was kind of weak. There isn't not much action in here. The only action was the few fight scene, the run sequence, the helicopter sequence. That was about it. There's not a lot of action sequence in this movie. Surprisingly, because I thought going in it was going to be a lot of action. You know, the trailers kind of give you that impression. But in this movie, you don't get a lot of action. You get some, but not as epic as you would like, or as much as you would like. The level of the jungle, or I guess in Jumanji, aren't really that interesting, aren't that creative, they didn't really think it through. It was kind of like, it was a lazy work. It was like they just say, okay, they're going to go from this point to that point, and we consider it as a level. You don't do that. You have to, build all the character. You got to build the worlds and stuff like that. In the movie, they don't really build that. You go to one village, or I guess small town, and that is it. And it just felt lazy. The work is lazy, I should say. Where are the reward at each level? Even if it's only 3 levels, they have to be a reward at each level. You don't feel the reward. The character in the movie do feel it, but you as an audience don't feel the reward as you going along with the characters. You don't. And there isn't any final reward. I mean, there is a final reward in the movie. They get to come back to the real life, but I guess they don't really earn anything other than, you know, friendship and teamwork. Not, maybe that it itself is rewarding, maybe. So, there's no real challenge for our main characters. There's no real stake. I mean, yes, everybody was down to one life. They have to be considerate of their plans and stuff like that. But it didn't feel like the villain was tracking them. The villain was moving to pieces. It didn't feel that. It felt like they were on an adventure. They didn't really have any threat to them. There's no motivation, design, development of the character of the main villain, or even the world of Jumanji. You don't feel that. It's just four jungles. It doesn't feel like it was well developed. Where are the mini bosses of each levels? You don't see any. All you see is just challenges, and the challengers in itself are kind of weak too. So it's like, okay, you take from example from a video game. I don't mean that you should take it literally, but you should take of the objective of how, or I should say the structure of a video game is put together. So on that final note, I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 10. I actually enjoyed the joke. I actually find myself laughing. I actually like this movie. I feel like I always say, like, when you look at the pizza and it looks like it's a shamble, but when you eat the pizza, it's actually good. This is one of those movies where it's like a pizza and you're like, okay, I'm not sure it's gonna be good, but you actually know it's actually good. So it is a good laughing movie to watch. That's what I would say. I would not recommend to go see it for yourself. I say only see it when you have the time or you're bored. Most likely, I would say wait until on the red box, because it deserves to be watched on the red box or online. So on that note, again, it's a 5 out of 10. And most importantly, guys, I want to say thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie reviews. I really appreciate it. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse my channel, guys. There's a lot of content on there for you guys, especially this weekend. Anyway, thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.